In this culture clip, Scott Farlow, MLC, shares his perspective on the impact of the pandemic.
Well, look, I definitely think when it comes to our kids, that's the biggest cost. The educational attainment that is able to be achieved via Zoom, let me praise teachers for the way they've been able to be nimble, adaptable and flexible in delivering the curriculum online, but there is just a difference between, and look, every parent's circumstance has been incredibly different as well. Some parents are able to sit there all day and spend their time dedicated to their children. Others have the juggle. Others are not really able to do it at all and have to leave their kids to their own devices. And that's really shown a different educational attainment, I think, during these past 2 years. And I certainly would hope that moving into the future, that closure of schools is the last resort always for every state. But I think that's the biggest impact we'll face in terms of that generation at different levels of schooling and their advancement, and that does concern me. And we need to do a lot, and we are in New South Wales in terms of tutoring and that, and being able to get kids up to scratch and really be able to pick up. And funnily enough, even with my own kids, I found there are some areas where they improved. Like I've got young kids; their reading improved somewhat because it was one-on-one in terms of the instruction they were getting, but it's not the same as being able, on Zoom or on Seesaw, or that being able to do that work remotely. And of course, the other one is the mental health, the shadow pandemic, as it's always deemed. And I chair the Parliamentary Friends of Mental Health as well. And just sort of being able to see some of those impacts in mental health, isolation, people who are already isolated and on the fringes, who find themselves more isolated because they just haven't been able to, at certain times, have that human interaction which we all yearn for, really to be able to keep our sanity, so to speak. And I think that's going to leave some significant scars into the future as well, and relationships.
If this culture clip helped you, hit that like button below, and we'll see you in the next clip.